Hi everyone, in today's video I'll show you how to do this frog granny square. To make the granny square you will need 4 colors, black and red, just a tiny bit for the smile and eyes, and mainly these 2 colors, green for the frog and any color in background. Then I'll be using 3.5mm hook, needle and scissors. To start off, you want to grab your green yarn and have your tail in front of you. Then wrap it around your fingers and make an X like this. Put your hook behind the first strand and grab a second one. And this is how you make your magic circle. Then you want to chain 1 to secure it, and you will be working inside this big loop here. So I'm gonna chain another 1, and this will act as a first double crochet, and then we will need to make another 11 inside of the circle. So I'm gonna yarn over, go into the circle, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2. This is how you make 1 double crochet. One more time, yarn over, go into the circle, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2 once again. So keep doing double crochets until you have 12 in total, so your chain plus 11 double crochets. This is how it will look once you've made 12 double crochets, and then you want to grab this tail and pull it tight to close it off. Then I will go into the top chain, so into the chain you made here, and go into both loops to slip stitch it together. Yarn over and pull up a loop, and then do a slip stitch. So this is your first round done. You will have 12 stitches. For the second round, we will be doing 2 double crochets in each stitch, so you will have 24 in total. To start, you want to chain 2 again, which is your first double crochet, and do another one into that same spot here. So yarn over, go into that stitch, pull up a loop, and you will have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 2 in 1 stitch. Into the next one, make 2 double crochets again, yarn over, insert your hook and pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2, another one into that same stitch, and keep doing 2 double crochets into each stitch, and I'll show you how to join this round. So I'm now nearly at the end. I have 1 stitch here left, so I'll do 2 double crochets. That's the first one. And when making your last one, you only want to pull through 2 and leave these 2 as it is, as we will be switching color. So grab the yarn that you want to use for your background, pull it on your hook and pull through those last 2 loops, and then you want to slip stitch into that top chain, so second chain to close round 2. There it is. It can be quite tight, so you can make them looser to make sure you can go through, and you want to do a slip stitch to close it. I'm now gonna cut my green yarn, leaving a bit, and we will start round number 3. So like always, chain 2 to start off, and this will be our first double crochet. and make another double crochet into that same stitch. So yarn over, go into the stitch. I like to leave those here so I can hide them in while I'm making my stitches. Pull through 2 and pull through 2. You want to chain 1 and do 2 double crochets in the next stitch. So yarn over, and that's another 2. In the next one we will do half double crochet. To do this you want to yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, and you will have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull all of them. In the next 2 stitches make single crochet in each. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, and then second single crochet just like that. Go into the stitch, pull up a loop and pull through 2. We will now make half double crochet, so yarn over, go into the stitch and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all of them. And this is where we reach our corner again. So we will do 2 double crochets, chain 1 and 2 double crochets in the next stitch. I've got my 2 double crochets. I'll chain 1 and do 2 double crochets in the next one. And then I'll repeat those same stitches that I've got here, half double crochet, 2 singles, half double crochet, and then I'll do the corner part again. So into the stitch, half double crochet, then 2 single crochets in the next 2, and in the next stitch you want to do half double crochet again. And we reached our corner, so do 2 doubles in 1 stitch, chain 1 and do 2 double crochets in the next one. And again, half double, 2 singles and half double crochet. And for the last time we will do our corner, so 2 double crochets, chain 1, do 2 doubles in the next, and for the last time half double, 2 singles and half double crochet. And we will slip stitch with the top chain as we always do. So put your hook through both of the loops of your chain, pull up a loop and slip stitch it. Now you want to do 2 slip stitches till you reach this middle where we have our chain. So I'm gonna go in and do a slip stitch twice until I reach that corner space. And once you reached your chain space here in the middle, to start off round 4 you will chain 2 again. This will be your first double crochet, and then make another double crochet into that same space. So yarn over, go into the space, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and 2 again. We will chain 1 and we will do 2 double crochets into that same space. and another one. And from here we will make double crochet in every single stitch until we reach this chain space. So just make sure that you go into the very first one, as it might be hiding behind your double crochets you just made. And continue with the double crochets in every single stitch. So not including these double crochets we made in the chain space, you will have 8 of them, and then you will do 2 double crochets in chain space here for your next corner. Then chain 1 and do another 2 in that same space. And again, you will continue doing 8 double crochets in every single stitch. So always start with the one that's a bit hiding here, just to make sure that it's correct amount of stitches until you reach your next chain space. And I have now reached my chain space here, so again 2 double crochets, then chain 1 and do another 2 double crochets in that same space. And you will continue with 8 double crochets. Here you will make 2 double crochets, chain 1 and 2 double crochets in that same space, and I'll meet you here. So I just now completed my last corner, and all I need to do is to make 8 double crochets. So starting in the very first one here, and continue doing double crochets. Your last double crochet will be in this spot. You can always go back and count if you have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we will join with slip stitch into the top chain here. Pull it tight and chain 1 to secure. Now we can cut our yarn off, leaving a bit so we can hide it later in. And we can now set this aside till we make the eyes. So for the eyes, we will be starting with the black yarn, and you want to make a magic circle again. So just exactly the same, make an X and chain 1 to secure it. You will need to do 4 single crochets inside. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm not gonna pull through my last single crochet because I want to insert another color. So pull your loop to close the ring, basically by pulling on your tail, and then I have my single crochet here. So I'm gonna grab my green yarn now, and I will insert it to change the color. So pull through your new yarn through both of those loops, and you can always pull those ends to kind of secure it. And we will slip stitch into the first single crochet we made, so it's here. You can see 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the first one is right here. I'm just gonna put my hook in, pull up a loop, and slip stitch it. And we're now gonna chain 1 and do 2 single crochets in each stitch, starting with the very first one here. So into that same space, go and make 2 single crochets. Into the next one too as well, and you will have 8 stitches for this round. Another 2 in next single crochet, and I have last stitch left, another 2 in the last one. And to finish this off, we will slip stitch into our first single crochet. There it is. Chain 1 and cut your yarn, leaving a bit of a tail so we can attach this onto our granny square. So I'm gonna leave about 20 centimeters, and I will cut my black one as well. You can pull it through and make another eye exactly like this. Then once you're done, using a needle, go into your work and hide all of those tails in. As this side is not going to be visible, you don't have to make it looking nice, so you can kind of just go in and out. And do this with all of the tails apart from the one we finished off. And then you want to do the same thing with the granny square as well. You will need to hide both of the tails left. And what I like to do for the starting tail when we have a magic circle is just to go a couple of rounds into that first row we made. Just to make sure it's secure. I can now cut this tail off. And then just hide this one as well. I'm not very good at explaining how to hide the ends. There's probably better tutorials how to do this, but you basically just want to make sure that it's secure enough and that it's not gonna come out. So yeah, just make sure that you go at least a couple of times. And once you've hidden all the tails, you want to grab your eye and insert the needle into tail that you have. And you can place your eyes anywhere on any of the sides, as it doesn't really matter. And then you will be placing them around the chain space for round 3. So I'm just gonna place my eye and kind of go in around through the whole back of our granny square, and then I will come out back. So just around those single crochets. And once you go fully around, hide your tail at the back of a granny square. And do the same thing with the second one. Once you've got both of the eyes sewed on, you want to grab a bit of a white yarn, just a 20 or 30 centimeters, and from the back going to the front, you want to make a little bar to kind of give a bit of a color into the eye. So you just want to make one bar into the eye like this, and repeat the same with the second one. So just because I don't want to use another yarn, I'm just gonna weave my way to the second eye, and I'm doing this on the wrong side of the granny square. And then go back to the wrong side again. There it is. And you want to hide those tails again. So we can cut them off. And then I will do the same thing with this one here. And then the last step that we have to do is to stitch the smile on. So grab your red or pink yarn, insert your hook from the back into the spot here, and pull through, leaving a tail at the back. And we want to make a vertical bar. So from grabbing this square that I have here, so we want to make those bars here and then continue with the smile. Yeah, I've got that, and then I will be going stitch by stitch down the middle of round 2 and 1. And then you want to make sure that you reach the same exact point so that your smile is kind of finishing and ending at the same spot. And we will finish off with the vertical bar. There it is. And this is how your finished smile will look. So you just want to go ahead and hide those tails in, and this is it. And this is how the finished granny square will look like. It's quite a tiny one, but you can do that using thicker yarn. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Click the like button if you like this video, and subscribe for more future videos. I'll see you in the next one.